find a way to get up on it now. G up. Yo. One. Rich nigga shit. Let's get it. Go.
Chasing that money, I ain't been asleep in 3 days. Can't waste my time, I get that money cause I need it. Got all these hoes in here bleeding, yeah, the G-way. I bet you ain't never met a nigga cut like me, yeah. We need no niggas, we ain't worrying about nobody. I want my niggas,
What's going on out there? I ain't gonna hold y'all long. Shop talk in a little late. I've been in and out the courts, you know, dealing with the politics in life. But that ain't what I want to speak with y'all about. Why y'all pretending as if this didn't happen? Why y'all pretending? We still pretending? Okay. Alright, let's deal with the facts then. Alright, we had 2 lawyers with Patrick. 2 lawyers. Both lawyers say their client is innocent of murder. Let's repeat this again. Before, his first lawyer recused himself for conflict of interest. He said his client was not guilty. And the lawyer that he has right now, he says his client is not guilty of murder. He didn't say anything about kidnapping now. He said murder. So let's remember that. Let's keep them facts. Patrick also asked the DA, why is he being charged with murder? Now listen, I ain't no judge, I ain't no jury, I ain't no executioner, I ain't no... My thing is this here. If I'm being accused of something, and I know or charged with something, and I know I ain't do it, I would ask the same questions. I'm just saying, we ain't saying he innocent, we ain't saying he guilty. A person is innocent until proven guilty. But in Birmingham, Alabama, your ass guilty to proven innocent. That's how it go when you a black man. Now, the facts remain. We still don't know where the female come in at. Was she a driver? Because we know she didn't do no kidnapping or she didn't leave no children off. Secondly, we do know Cupcake was targeted. Her family members already spoke of that. So she was targeted. We do know this. Now, y'all can pretend as if it don't happen. It was a fake post out there yesterday. I don't know who did that, but it was a fake post out there by the arrest of the father and the mother. They did not arrest the father and the mother of Cupcake. So that was a false post first. 2. Now, we do know that we have some people that's locked up for Cupcake murder. And they're claiming they didn't do it. Now, it's getting deeper than what y'all think. The killer is still amongst us. They still out here in society. Cupcake knew her killer. Did Cupcake know Patrick? Could Patrick go up to Cupcake and get Cupcake to walk away with him? Let's ask that question now. Because the person that led Cupcake away, she knew them. And she was finna run up to them. We know that. And she ran behind them. So, we got to deal with the mouth. He is guilty of kidnapping. Because he said not guilty of murder. They ain't say nothing about not being guilty of kidnapping. So we got to remember that. So that means he was with the person that kidnapped Cupcake. He was locked up at the time on bond. He didn't have a bond at that time. He got a bond. He didn't get a bond till after the fact. You got to remember that. So we know them. We know that. So my thing is this here. We can play all the reindeer games we want to. But y'all 800 plus people that viewed Cupcake body, that was so concerned, went to the funeral. Y'all should be more concerned as well. We need to go down there to City Hall. We need to allow them to keep up the case because Birmingham Police Department, as well as Birmingham detectives, they're the sorriest individuals in the world. Birmingham detectives are. They're the sorriest individuals in the world because ain't no way in the world question the father or the mother in the case of a child missing. Ain't no way. It's impossible. And how did Patrick and this lady all of a sudden become the person of interest just like that out of the blue? Out of so many people in Birmingham, Alabama. How is that? And also, they lied to us again because the clipping that they showed us with Patrick at Shell gas station, that picture was old as hell. That man don't look shit like that right now. And ain't no 2-3 weeks out no like that. I'm just saying. I'm no judge, I'm no jury, I'm no executioner. But the facts remain. So, We must be on it. We must keep Cupcake name alive. We must not let this die. Today is November the 4th. The news ain't had much of it. They ain't been showing a lot of it. But if that man was guilty of murder, you best believe they would have had that man all over the news. I'm just letting you know. So y'all as parents should know, why did Patrick become a person of interest? Why? Why did the lady become a person of interest? Why? Why when y'all gave these people bonds, you didn't get her a bond, but you gave him a bond, the feds and the police followed this man the entire time. So we know he ain't had no time to dispose of nobody or to kill nobody. We know that. Because when he got out, the feds was on him. And the autopsy showed that she was not killed within 24 or 48 hours. So they lied on that. Also, the autopsy states that she was killed through suffocation. Suffocation. She was burnt face and burnt in the private area. That was done after her death. After her death. And then she was threw in the garbage like some trash. This was after her death. So whoever did this to this beautiful little girl, they didn't have no love for her, but they knew her. And she thought they had love for her. So we got to remember that it was one of her family members, one of her members of her family that said they loved her. And she lost her life because she trusted somebody that didn't have no love for her. I really believe that Pat did not kill this little girl. He ain't kill that little girl. Somebody he know and somebody she know killed that little girl. And it's going to come out. And we going to find out. You guarantee that. But we got to stay on the city and we got to stay on the Birmingham Police Department as well as detectives. Because at the end of the day, it's impossible for a 3-year-old to come up missing in Birmingham, Alabama, and everybody looking for this child. And all of a sudden, 7 tips and she come dead in a dumpster. That means them 7 people already knew where this child was at. They already knew. And they already knew about it. She was wrapped in a brown blanket. In a brown blanket. Y'all better pay attention to these signs of what's really going on in this world today. Everybody that say they love a child really don't love no child. That's why so many things happening to these children. At the end of the day, we must protect our own and love our own. And if you don't trust the person that you see your child with, please don't send them over there. And if your child feels some kind of way about going over there, don't let them go over there. All right, so that was the focus of the case. That's what's going on right now. Y'all can look into it. Y'all can check into it. Y'all can go through the courts. They'll let you know certain things. At the end of the day, we must realize that a person of interest became a person in a case that they had already gave a bond to. Do you really think that if you a person of interest for a kidnapping, that somebody gonna give you a bond? No, they already knew that this man ain't had nothing to do with no killing. And that little girl was not dead when they arrested him. They knew that. Why you think we went Thursday, over there on Jefferson Avenue? Everybody was over there. Cupcake was still alive. She was still alive. So we have to remember and pay attention to the signs. They was not being honest with us. The chief of police was not being honest with us. He only told us so many things. He's talking about he had a person of interest, and then all of a sudden they came back and wanted to know about another person of interest. If you knew who, and you said you knew who one was, so if you knew who one was, how the hell you didn't know who 2 was? How you want the public to let you know somebody when you already know who somebody is? At the end of the day, it's a cover up on a whole lot of shit, and we need to get to the bottom of it, because a 3-year-old does not deserve to be drugged into no bullshit, no whatsoever. She was innocent by any means. I don't care if somebody owed money, if somebody was selling body parts. I don't care. I done heard a lot of stories. We need to know the truth. We need to know the facts, and we need to know what happened to this child. And if it's a killer, y'all need to bring those killer or killers to justice, to proper justice. Because ain't no way you got two people locked up for a murder of a 3-year-old. 2. And you got 1 female up there. We ain't seen her on damn video and damn picture, but the picture you showed of a mugshot. Where was she? Where was she at? Why she wasn't on no cameras? She sure wasn't one of those 2 men in Avondale Projects that was walking with Cupcake and the other little girl. She wasn't one of those 2 men. Was she somewhere waiting in the car getting ready to drive off? How did the other child know who Cupcake left with, and why the other child didn't say nothing about who Cupcake left with. Why? Don't nobody know the answers to that, dude. How a child gonna tell somebody or the police that they seen their sister or they seen their cousin or they seen their relative or anybody, anything? Huh? Come on, man. Hey, man. Listen. Hey, somebody said, Patty, you right. You right. You right about it. You right. Exactly. So some gonna tell, and somebody gonna tell some, and Pat gonna tell. At the end of the day, they gonna get to the bottom of it. But we know that Birmingham Police Department has not come with us as the public who cry for Cupcake. It's a whole neighborhood still in a disarray. So what we gonna do about it as a community? Are we gonna sit back and wait on the courts to handle it, or wait on the justice system to handle it? Or are we gonna continue to apply pressure on these individuals as citizens of the community so we can get to the bottom of it? At the end of the day, they got plenty of stories out here, but we ain't got the truth. We ain't got the truth yet. But the truth is in the autopsy. The truth is there. And the facts remain. That girl was placed in death while other people's already locked up and incarcerated. So hey, y'all can judge for yourself. At the end of the day, I don't know how 24 hours you tell me that a child is okay and might be in center point with relative and things of that nature. And then all of a sudden, she found dead out of dumpster that comes out of well. Come on, man. It don't take no rocket science to find out anything. So I put this on everything. We got to know. I ain't blind. You can't put the blind side over my eyes. I know what's going on. As a father, I would have been pissed off and kicked up Birmingham and every door around this bitch. Excuse my French. So if you truly want to know the facts, let's pay attention to the first 24 hours when that little girl came up missing. How the family members act, how everybody came to forth and act. At the end of the day, they ain't telling us. They ain't that good. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you finna find some people just that fast, just that quick in Birmingham, Alabama, and you couldn't find a child in 10 days. But you can find somebody that kidnapped? Come on, man. Come on, man. Tell somebody else that. Hey, man, look. We got a lot of questions, very little answers. You tell me if I'm lying now. How? You tell me you from somewhere, but you over somewhere, but you don't know nobody over there, but the folks behind you from over there. Come on now. Y'all pay attention to what's really going on. How you gonna get on social media talking about a ransom? A ransom now? Where would ransom come in at? If you knew who had your child, then why you was talking about money? You should have told us who had your child. We'd have helped you go get the child. So at the end of the day, we got to just pay attention to the signs, man, and realize what's going on. Know who you are and know who around you. Everybody around you ain't your friend. Everybody around you ain't family. And some people out to get you no matter what. Them same folk that say they got love for you, some of them don't give a fuck about you. And just because y'all related by blood don't mean your ass family. Because sometimes family be the main ones to kill you. Alright? And be the main ones to send your ass to jail and send your ass to prison. It's a lesson to learn from this. Birmingham came together from a 3-year-old. Birmingham don't separate because we have yet to not know who the killer is. And at the end of the day, she will not rest in peace. She will not rest in heaven. She will not rest unless her murderers and kidnappers are brought to justice. And that's on everything. So hey, let's continue to pray. Let's keep our head up. And let's pray that Cupcake killers, murderers, be brought to justice. She didn't deserve it. Justice for Cupcake.